channel, I encourage all of you to rest and recharge when you can, and that is exactly what I'm doing this Sunday, but with a little twist. Your girl is taking self-care to a whole new level this Sunday, and in the spirit of self-care, I am so excited to share that this video is created in collaboration with Curology. If you've been watching me for a minute now, you know that I've only ever done one other YouTube partnership. I take these opportunities very, very seriously, and I'm extremely grateful when I'm given the chance to partner with a company that I genuinely support. You know, growing up, we never visited a dermatologist. Actually, to this day, I have never been inside of a dermatologist's office. It is an expensive visit, and I pay out of pocket for health insurance, and dermatologist visits just are not covered. So I was so excited when the Curology team reached out, because I've been watching other creators talk about how their personalized Curology formulas help treat their skin issues, and although I don't deal with major breakouts that often, I do have a lot of congestion in this region of my face, and I typically have small bumps on my forehead at all times. And I kind of just accepted that my skin was going to be this texture, tried not to hyper focus on it, but after I heard from the Curology team, I was interested in learning if they could help me treat my specific skin concerns. If you don't know what Curology is, no worries, let me fill you in. Curology is a vegan and cruelty-free personalized skincare brand. A lot of people assume that Curology's main focus is helping people treat acne, and although they do have a lot of success in helping people treat acne, they also do focus on creating preventative anti-aging formulas. So if you're interested in focusing on preventing fine lines, or focusing on elasticity, or skin evenness, or hyperpigmentation, or wrinkles, or things of that nature, Curology can also help you treat those skin concerns as well. So basically, all you have to do to get your personalized Curology skincare formula is upload makeup-free images of your face online and take a skin quiz, which will take you just a few minutes, and you can do that via the link in my description. Your first bottle will be free, and all you have to pay is $4.95 for shipping and handling. Then a dermatology provider will connect with you and explain what will be in your custom cream based on your answers to your skin quiz, and ship you the bottle straight to your door. Like I said, it's super simple. I've been using it for a little over a month now, and I'm really pleased with how it's helped me improve the texture of my skin and also treat the congestion that I mentioned earlier in the video. The Curology set consists of 3 products: a cleanser, your custom cream, and a moisturizer. I'm actually going to put on my custom cream right now because I washed my face before this video. In just one pump, I'm giving you guys beauty guru vibes, all out of focus. Do we get it? There you go. Just gonna apply it all over my face. You don't have to get the cleanser and the moisturizer. It's not required. I did get the full set, but you can just get the custom cream if that's all you need. Your formula can adjust/evolve as your skin changes, and it's an affordable way to invest in yourself, your skin, and to connect with a dermatology provider if you want that experience, but maybe can't afford an in-person visit. For me, an investment in Curology is way more affordable than a trip to Sephora, and it really aligns with my goals of living a more minimalist life. Also, I feel like I should just clarify that I'm house sitting for my friends Kyle and Stu, so that's why my environment in my videos looks different, and it'll probably look different in a few of my videos after this one. The reason that this self-care Sunday is going to be different from other self-care days is because I decided that I'm not going to touch my phone until 5 p.m. today. I put her in a drawer, okay, and I told myself that I will not touch her until after 5 p.m. This is something that I want to practice every week, and Sundays just seem to make the most sense, and this is the first Sunday that I'm trying it. I've actually been wanting to try this since I read Neil Patricia's The Happiness Equation at the end of last year, but with the work that I was doing at the time, I never felt like I could truly have a day where I wasn't by my phone. In The Happiness Equation, he talks about how we need to protect our most valuable asset, our brains, and how we're all capable of creating things, but most of us never do because we're allowing too many people and things to have access to us. So he suggests limiting the access that people have to you, protecting your brains, and removing all of the entry points to your brains except for the one that you can control. The metaphor he uses is, I think, close the doors, lock the windows, but answer the bell. I've become more aware of how I use my time, and I've noticed over the past few months, I've really been consumed by my phone. My time on social media has absolutely skyrocketed, and I really fill up my days with texting and calling people or FaceTiming and just being on my device. I don't know if that's because I live alone and I'm just trying to fill up the space with people, or if it's just a bad habit that's gotten out of control. with my increased amount of free time, or both of those things. If I'm avoiding doing something, I know that I can pick up my phone and find someone or something to fill up that time. And as much as I don't like being on my phone, it's something that I've realized I'm kind of unconsciously doing all the time. And I've also noticed that it's become a big source of anxiety for me. Like if someone calls me and I forget to call them back until later, or I can't call them back until later, I'm thinking about when I can call them back, and I hope that they're not mad at me. Or if I forget to text someone back and I text them back later, I am worried that they think that I'm ignoring them, and then I just kind of go down this spiral in my mind. If you can relate to this, I just think it's an unnecessary stress that we don't need to have right now. So last night I scheduled an email to go out this morning to my family and friends who I communicate with pretty regularly, telling them that I will not be on my phone until 5 p.m. today, but to email me if there's an emergency. I close the doors, I lock the windows, but I'll answer the bell, the email. I told them that I want to spend the day focusing on writing and filming, but I also just want to practice being more present. Even if I just want to take a nap, I want to take my nap without spending hours refreshing Instagram, scrolling through YouTube, scrolling on TikTok, because y'all know I have a problem with that. And I just want to rest. And until I think I've gotten to a place where I have that level of self-control, I think doing this once a week will be really helpful for me. I want to be more present. I want to be more focused. I want to get into my flow without all of the distractions. So that's why the self-care Sunday is a little different. I'm just going to spend the next hour or so writing some video concepts out, and then I'm going to take a break to do some other tasks that I want to get done this Sunday. Fast forward to the other tasks that I mentioned. I need to fold my laundry. And you might not think that my phone plays a part in tasks like this, but it does. I realized that it was becoming harder and harder for me to do simple tasks in a short amount of time because I would get distracted by my phone, and the next thing I know, it's been 2 hours and my laundry is still not folded. And I really want to break that habit because it just isn't helpful. And the more and more that I think about it, maybe it's not that social media itself is toxic. Maybe it's just the way that I use it is toxic for me. Because obviously there are a lot of benefits to social media. We learn about other people and what other people are going through in different parts of the world, and it connects us in a way. But the way that I'm currently using social media and just my phone in general is kind of disconnecting me from the real world. And it's interesting because if you were to ask me if I was someone that enjoyed being on my phone, I would say no, because I don't. If you ask me if I enjoy texting, I would say no. But it's addicting. And like I mentioned before, I think also just being more isolated and not having as much of as many human interactions with people. You know, FaceTime is the next best thing. So FaceTime or watching a YouTube video of someone else is the next best thing. So you kind of fall into that hole of doing it over and over again until you realize a month has passed and the only thing that you've really worked on is your knowledge of TikTok trends. And as much as I love me some talk, I don't want to be this consumed by it. It's not just TikTok though. I would say for me personally, it's more so the responding to texts, answering phone calls, or if I'm feeling some type of way, picking up the phone to call someone, I would say that's more of the issue for me than social media. And it goes both ways. It's not just people calling me, and it's not like I have a bunch of people calling me all the time. It's just like, I know that I can find someone who will answer. And I love talking to people, that's another thing. But I don't need to do it. I don't know how to fold these. I don't need to do it 25/8. So now I think I'm just going to do a little bit more writing, and then I'm going to take my grandma some flowers because her dog passed away a couple days ago, so I just want to check on her, even if it's from a distance. And I had planned to go to the farmer's market, but I kind of missed my window, so I think instead I'm just going to order some tacos from the local spot and chill out for the rest of the day. It's funny how something like not picking up your phone for a few hours can feel so huge. I haven't purchased anything or done anything really extravagant, but it feels like such a big act of self-care because I'm realizing how much I use my phone to kind of drown out my own thoughts, and it's nice to kind of not do that for once. I'm someone who's very aware of my emotions and likes to feel everything, but I notice that like anytime I'm feeling a little bit more uncomfortable than I would like, my phone is the first thing I reach for. So it's nice to have a day where I just kind of really listen to myself and the anxiety that I have felt in the past when I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get to my phone, even for like a much shorter amount of time, is kind of gone because I let people know what I was planning to do today. So people know how to access me if it's an emergency, and I've set that boundary. I highly recommend you try it. I am going to get back to writing for a little bit, and then I'm going to head to my grandma's house. I just finished editing my video and I realized I never actually closed the video out, so I wanted to say thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. Please let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about your phone, or if you're struggling with similar issues with just being connected all the time. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for showing up for me. And as always, thank you for being here.